Stereotypes. Unfortunately, there is nothing under the sun here on planet Earth that hasn't found itself victim of some kind of stereotype. And that is even true in the pipe community. There's a lot of stereotypes. And there is one in particular, that just grinds my gears. And in this video, I want to talk about what is probably something many could argue as the best smoking pipe in the pipe world, but it's been reduced to being just for. In the world of pipe smoking today, there's a common theme, a common stereotype that has been pushed upon a certain type of pipe. And I truly feel that this is one stereotype that just isn't warranted. And we are talking about the corn cob. This is a mighty tool for smoking tobacco and has been for generations upon generations upon generations. And I'm probably not the only one, at least I hope I'm not the only one, that every time you hear someone say a good beginner pipe for a new pipe smoker is a corn cob. A beginner pipe? A newbie pipe? A starter pipe? Corn cobs are so much more than just beginner pipes. And I understand that there are some people out there that just can't wrap their minds around putting tobacco inside of a corn cob. I'm not going to name any names, but I know for me, some of the best smokes that I have ever had, no matter what type of a blend I was smoking, came from a corn cob, period. And I know that to be true for so many other people because we hear it often in the ytpc. So if the corn cob is delivering some of the best smoking experiences people have had, why do so many people continue to push the narrative that corn cobs are beginner pipes? When we look at what's being said and how people are saying it, we have to understand that it is putting things into our psyche, into our mind, not just those of us who have been smoking for a while, but for those who are new to pipe smoking. This is good for you because you're a beginner. That mindset will begin to hold people back from actually being able to see, understand, and feel, and have maybe some type of real relationship with a corn cob outside of the newbie, beginner, starter mindset. Corn cobs, they don't need defending, right? But what I believe they do need is a lot more respect. And let's be fair, right? There's real reasons why people may have certain attitudes towards corn cobs. And let's be honest, like we have all probably at some point in time said these things, not really trying to put corn cobs down or in a box, but it's just when things are constantly being said, constantly being heard, we begin to mirror and we begin to regurgitate these things, unconsciously. So when we hear things like corn cobs being so affordable, cobs, they're cheap, they're knock around, they're beater pipes. You just throw them in the truck or the car and put them in your pocket and don't really have to care too much about them. That type of language reinforces the cheap, inexpensive, it's not really something to care about attitude. And a lot of times when people hear or talk about things being accessible, readily available, easy to find, easy to obtain, it puts a certain inferiority upon that. When you take that Lexus symbol off of that vehicle, you know exactly what it looks like because you know what it really is. It's just got a different symbol. And if you've experienced high-end pipes, yes, there are many that do deliver awesome smoking experiences, but there are also those that do not deliver as well of an experience that the person that bought the pipe probably was expecting, even though some people are not going to say that because, And this for me is where the narrative falls apart. At least for me, when I hear people talk about cobs being beginner pipes or newbie pipes, if cobs were just for beginners, why do we keep them around? Our cobs still rank high in our listings of our favorites or our best performers and so forth and so on. Why is that? How does just a beginner pipe do something like that? It's not nostalgia, and it's not that we want to be so connected to the people who came before us that we keep a corncob pipe around, it's because they are performers when it comes to smoking experiences. The whole idea that more expensive means better, more refined means superior, more traditional means more legitimate, all that is played out. I mean, really played out. Like, I think we really need to come to grips with all of this stuff and just kill the ego. Take the ego out, man. When we just get rid of the ego, we see that more expensive does not mean better. More refined does not make something more superior. And in the same token, more traditional does not mean more legitimate. And when it comes to corn cobs, they don't play that game. They're simple, they're honest, they're functional. And those three things alone can really tug at the heartstrings of someone who's just pridefully in their ego when they pull out their pipe because they want that pipe to say something about themselves that isn't really there because you're just smoking, just enjoying an experience. It doesn't have to be mind blowing every single time. But when you load up that cob with whatever it is that you're wanting to enjoy, it doesn't matter if you're going to be outside or inside, around people or by yourself, still carries an air of refinement and dignity. Corn cobs are for anyone who wants to truly enjoy a smoking experience. If you care more for the experience rather than the image, corn cobs are for you. And if you're somebody who's new to pipe smoking and you've been overlooking corn cobs because of these stereotypes and stigmas, they are for you. And I'm sure that we all can attest that the simplest tools, a lot of times, are the ones that do the job the best. And you know, if corn cobs carried a $200 and $300 price tag, I wonder what people would have to say about them then. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope that you will leave your comments below. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. This is Kalan, the Painting Piper. Peace.